Done.
So, hello everybody, welcome. Before we begin, I want to say, as a few of us are going to be expiring soon, and leaving you with the beautiful hot mess that is the Town Hall Elementary Club. I am happy to report that it will likely be in, it will be in good hands. All of you, well, all of the people who are running today, and many of the people who are not, pretty much everyone, has made incredible contributions to the club and are very capable people. If you ever find yourself tonight or tomorrow thinking, what the heck have I got myself into? Just remember that they let me and Jack become an officer. So you are more than capable of doing it yourself. It's a big learning experience. It's one of the top things on my resume and LinkedIn profile. Be sure to check it out, give me a follow.
You might have a birthday on LinkedIn. Like, follow, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell.
Yes. But remember that you don't need to know everything going into it. A lot of it is learn as you go. As long as you're excited and have the commitment to him and the club that you do, you will do just fine. And I'm excited to see what happens back there. So I'll stop talking, and I guess Matthew is going to talk.
Yeah, our first electee, ballotee, I don't know what the technical term is, but Matthew is running for president. So Matthew, if you want to come up and give a speech, more than welcome to.
But I want to be the camera. I have no real speech to give, you know. I hope it doesn't go on YouTube, but it probably won't. Those are like famous last words. All right. Many of you don't know me, but yeah, I'm Matthew. You should vote for me instead of others because I'm the one on there. But yeah. Yeah, it's been a good 4 years in CPARC and hoping to keep it going and allow people to do projects and all sorts of stuff and shenanigans. Not looking at anyone there. But yeah, keep our I don't know, network growing and stuff, meeting new people, getting resources, all sorts of stuff like that. It's been good getting out of COVID, hopefully. And yeah, we'll keep it up. Get another ARDC grant too, hopefully. So yeah, vote for me, please. That's about it.
Awesome.
Any questions coming up? Okay. That's about it, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Matthew.
I'll go.
Is there anyone in here who's decided to run for president last minute?
Jack?
All right. Hearing none, next person will be Vice President Andrew.
So, my name's Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
I've been in CPARC for 3 years now, and it's been a really good time. I want to be vice president so I can get more involved with the club. I don't know, help out the president should it become. Maybe just help run some events and meetings, meet new people, keep the club going. Yeah, that's why you should vote for me.
Awesome. Anyone have any questions for Andrew? Any last minute candidates? Cool. Next person is treasurer, Ryan. Wait, sorry, Hunter. Brain fart. Apologies. Surprise. You've been playing. No.
Vote for me.
No.
Make sure you don't go bankrupt.
Sounds like an okay plan.
I know Andreas is putting in a lot of work.
Awesome. Anyone have questions? Or last minute candidates?
Can we move the mic closer to the speaker?
We can turn it towards the front and that might help a little bit. We'll see.
I missed what Ryan said. I heard Andrew and Matthew. I missed what Ryan said.
It's Hunter, by the way, but we'll see if that's any better.
I missed what Hunter said. I'm sorry, Hunter.
Sure.
Gotta do word for word. If it's not exact, you can't run.
Yes, the camera's off, but the mic is on. Now the camera's on. Wave to the camera. It's the wrong camera.
It's
Now
a
it's the right camera.
It's a Hunter.
Order.
Vote for me. That's basically all I said. Not much else. I've been great as treasurer.
Do you think that money is important to have?
Just spirit.
American Go brother.
Does money buy happiness? No, it doesn't. But it sure buys a lot of nice toys. Awesome. Oh yeah, grants are great. Awesome. Now we get Ryan as treasurer.
No.
Absolutely not. Darn well, I tried.
That's gonna get me out of money if Brian.
Oh, shots fired.
Am I sensing some shade?
You spent all of your money on SDRs, let's be honest.
Exactly. I'm Ryan. I've had a great time my first year at CPARC, and as secretary, I'll try not to get the club shut down.
Okay then.
Any questions?
What would you do that would get the club shut down?
Nothing. That's what I'm gonna not do.
How are you gonna prevent?
Famous last words. Mark my word.
Oh yeah, I'll try to bring back the vending machine.
We do need a vending machine. We go through way too much soda per hour. Good.
Yeah, no, I don't know what else. I don't want to make any promises. I'm not gonna promise a CPARC card,
We
but I'm gonna
got
look
the
into
vending
it.
machine like it.
Cool. Thanks, Ryan. Is there any last minute nominations for secretary? All right, we'll move on to the other positions. Diversity officer is currently not filled. Do we have anyone interested in filling that position?
I am the current position, and if no one wants to run for it, I guess my responsibility.
Okie dokie. Anyone?
What does our diversity officer do?
It's a good question.
That is a good question.
Diversity officer.
Yeah, well, as a diversity officer, I totally have not been doing my job very well. But as we might have noticed, amateur radio, the current demographic, you'll notice that it's not too diverse field. It's a very niche hobby. And I think we could do a better job of reaching out to the community and the underrepresented groups to spread the joy of amateur radio. So some of the things that we had thought of that we hadn't quite gotten into, I was not doing my job, was maybe reaching out to local schools in the area, like high schools, middle schools, and also perhaps even other colleges to try to spread the word, let them know that we're here. And then there are also groups within Cal College that we could reach out to. we really put in, after, initiatives by, I won't mention that part, but yeah, we totally could be doing a better job, and if you'd like to run for the position, go for it. But if no one else wants to, I'll do it.
All right. Do we have anyone else who wants to run for this position?
I nominate Michael.
I mean,
You don't have to accept, but
I could, yeah.
you can do as much as you want.
I mean, if you're interested in it, you can run for it.
I'll consider it. I'll let you know by the time.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, just let me know, so if you do, I'll put you in the ballot. Good. All right, next person is events coordinator.
Event coordinator.
I'm trying to look that up because I don't remember. One moment, please.
Somebody's job.
Please hold.
Oh.
Thank
I
you.
feel like I might as well, but
Well, I'll tell you in a bloody sec.
It was Andrew, nobody else. It's from what I think. So, Andrew,
I'll go give a speech for events coordinator.
Send it.
Okay, so as events coordinator, I will forget about fewer events than I forgot about that I signed up for events coordinator. So, I don't know, it's plan some tea hunts, some fun social events, some
Barbecues.
barbecues. Yeah, I'll just help plan and run those events. Yeah, I kind of forgot I signed up for this, but I could do it if no one else wants to do it.
Do we have anyone else interested? Does
Shrimp
anyone have
on the Bobby.
I will put shrimp on the Barbie and it will be a
Swell, Gavin? All right.
Somebody please put that in quotes.
Thank you, Andrew. All right, next up, we have project manager, and I'll let Greg go first, and then Chris is the other person running for this position.
So this is appointed, right? Who's it appointed by?
It's not, this is an elected position.
It's an elected position.
Yeah, all of these positions are elected by the club membership body.
so legally, in terms of our bylaws, we have a difference between elected and appointed positions. We will be not doing that again. We will be removing that from the bylaws. But as of now, there's essentially no difference. In the past, they did things a little bit differently. But,
ASI has changed a lot of rules recently. No, ASI doesn't care about appointed positions, but essentially we need to completely rewrite our bylaws because of the amount of stuff that's changed. They're requiring all clubs to rewrite their bylaws. Yeah, it's very interesting.
So, I want to run for project manager because I'm good at managing projects. I can be good at managing projects. So, yeah, that's it.
You were going for Chris, Kevin?
yeah. So,
Okay.
I'm just gonna read off. Hello, everybody. My name is Chris Lawson.
Hi, Chris.
FPS. I think I joined CPARC last year, and I am a second year now, I'm pretty sure. And I'm also a smart person like Greg. Ow.
Are you good, Kevin?
And the statement that I have prepared was, if appointed, I plan to keep up and manage projects and ensure that everyone is aware of the current project and what they can do to help. I will leverage, as we already do, the Trello heavily. I will make sure every project has goals and that they are being met. I will also make sure that we are not starting too many projects or starting projects that we do not have the resources or ability to do realistically, while encouraging all members to be involved and not shooting anyone down if they are enthusiastic. about a project.
That was actually what I wrote out with.
Repeat.
I copied and pasted the graph. Okay, so once again, my name is Chris, and at first second, I forgot who I was. And I thought that I was very,
Oh,
so
no.
I will now be reading what I actually wrote on the form. The what I just said, aside from the part about being a second year, that was Greg and not Chris. This is now Chris speaking. Since Jack is leaving, I'd like to help take over Artist projects. This is also pretty related to the system administrator's role because both involve deep knowledge of computer networking. I would like to scale and increase stability on our shaft network. And we'll also play the deployment in our talk team. If you have any questions about either of those above, feel free to reach out to me. I have worked, well, this is more related to network administrator. I'll read it anyway because it can also apply to projects. I worked for over a year at network engineering for Wilson Creek Communications West, and I earned my CompTIA A+ and network plus certifications at the end of last year. I personally run an enterprise-grade unified network at my house, and I worked with Ubiquity earmax and microtech devices at my prior job, and with. Sorry for the confusion.
No worries. Thank you, Chris. All right.
That's been Chris.
Is there anyone else who wishes to run for this position? Well, hearing none, we'll move on to the next one, which is station manager. Ryan?
Okay, I have a comment to make.
Go for it.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
No.
usually we go over which positions do what before we start the election.
Ah,
I think
gotcha.
we forgot that step this time around, but I don't know if we want to do that now or just continue what we're doing.
We could, if people want to. Up to you guys. I can go over them if you guys would like me to go over them. What do you guys prefer?
We have a nice school doc.
You go over the remaining ones.
Yeah, totally. Let me pull that document up and I'll just read off the document real quick. Is there anyone who's confused about the content of the position that would like clarification?
Well, what if there are people that are watching and recording now?
Oh, that's true. There we go. So, yeah, the next one is station manager, which entails keeping the shack in running order, making sure all the radios, the batteries, all our HF equipment and communication equipment stays in working order, as well as teaching all new membership and current membership how to use the equipment as kind of time evolves and different equipment comes in and out of the shack. They'd also make sure that the repeater that we have is functioning correctly, and if there's any issues, they'd work with Dave Evans, which is our contact on campus for fixing any repeater problems, to address that in a timely manner and make sure that we're following all the guidelines. So Rick Gilligan, our station trustee, does not get his license revoked, which is what our call sign is. Having said that,
All right.
Ryan, go ahead.
So I'm Ryan again. With the amount of time I spend in the shack, you probably expect me to know most of the subsystems of the shack. And also, I've been participating pretty heavily in all of the shack maintenance and upgrades to all of our systems recently. So I'm pretty aware of what's going on in the shack, and we'll continue to keep it up to date and working. Same with the repeater.
Can you repeat what you said? Thank you, Ryan. Is there anyone else that wants to run for this position? Cool. We'll move on to the next one, which is emergency response lead, and this one is currently unfilled as well. Emergency response lead was ensure that the shack has emergency supplies, since we are a emergency communication center for County of San Luis Obispo, and they would respond and organize shack operations in case of a natural disaster. They'd also prepare club members for emergencies, so they would coordinate any drills that Aries or Races might be doing and involve club members and the shack in these drills so that we could participate and train for them. They would also train new club members on how to use the radios in the shack for checking into the weekly net, as well as kind of sending out reminder emails for everyone to run for net control and check in to the nets, which is great practice for emergency response drills. Having said that, this position is unfilled. Do we have anyone interested in running for this position?
Is there anyone here that's not already running for the position?
Everyone is running for at least one,
Well,
other than people who are graduating,
not
obviously.
everyone here, Michael.
Or, yeah, I guess Michael. Well, Michael might be running for diversity lead.
I feel like it'd be better at diversity officer. Like if you don't have the knowledge to be your responsibility.
Well, I wouldn't mind filling that position either. If it's uncontested and.
Up to you guys. If you want to, you can. Sure, go for it.
Well, I've been with CPARC for 4 years now, I think, and I've been here quite a while. And I used to very, very frequently check into the nets, but honestly, I haven't been doing that as much now. But anyway, I was also the former safety officer when that position existed. So yeah, if I become the emergency response lead, I'll make sure to be the point of contact for coordinating nets, also keeping the shack safe, making sure no one chops their fingers off somehow. That wouldn't happen in the shack. Yeah.
We definitely haven't done anything close to chopping off our fingers recently.
And if anyone does need to learn how to use the radios, I'll probably have to relearn how to use them myself, but I definitely be willing to help.
Good training. I will say that. Awesome. Thank you, Helen. All right. The next one is system admin. For this one, we actually have 4 people running: Greg, Ethan, Kata, Chris, and Brian. The job of the system admin kind of interlaps a little bit with the station manager. They're responsible for building and maintaining the club's computer infrastructure, servers, and network infrastructure that's inside the shack, and potentially, eventually, possibly soon in the admin building as well. They're also responsible for all the hardware and software configuration for the different computers that we have in the rack. So things like logging software or logins for officers versus club members, and interfacing computers with radios for kind of computer control. So that's kind of where you have some interlap with the station manager, if you will. They are also in charge of being webmasters, so they update the club website with any important information for test sessions, active club member and alumni lists, upcoming club events, as well as kind of normal updates on projects and details about our shack and operation as things evolve and change over time. Having said that, is there anyone who wants to go first between Ryan and Greg? Otherwise, we'll just pick someone at random. All right, Ryan, get up here.
All right. To be honest, I'm not really the most qualified person to be sysadmin. All three people who are running against me are more qualified. But to be fair, I do know about networking and computers and Linux quite in depth. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Hi. So I'm running for sysadmin position, and I think I am decently qualified. I have been doing sysadmin stuff for a few years now, so I'm pretty familiar with it. So yeah.
Does Ethan want to go first, or does Chris want to go first? Hey, Ethan, go ahead. I'll go. Yeah, Chris can go first. But no, Chris is right there.
So I'm good. I have, Ethan, go first.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ethan.
Hi, Ethan.
Hi, Ethan. Third year computer engineering major here at Cal Poly. I'm running for the sysadmin position. I was sysadmin for Cal Poly this year. Something that I think I did a pretty good job at. I basically managed the website as well. I managed the version of our website, WordPress hosting essentially over to a new system that's much more secure. On top of that, I'm also taking a lot of networking courses and helping out with networking projects with ARDC project in the Shack, as well as I'm taking the networking classes. I have my own little networking setup that I teach. If you want me to be a network administrator next year, it would be on. All right, Chris, go ahead.
I read most of what, most of what I, as Chris, wrote in the,
Wait, who are you?
my name is Chris Lawson. I introduced myself earlier. Once again, I think I'm a second year. Yeah, I'm a second year. I'm computer science major. What's my major? Computer engineering. Okay. The P is for computer. Okay. I thought it was like programming or something. Sorry. Anyway, I have learned so much about network engineering and Unify and a bunch of that stuff that have pushed out knowledge about what the P and TP stands for. But I talked a good amount about my experiences with networks, or with networking at Wilson Creek and other stuff. When I talk about projects, I'm not sure if I should have. I didn't make a note to myself. Or I kind of went crazy with the full. Anyway, I have experience with networking stuff, and I would be excited to do. Hello, Derek. To do more. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Does anyone have any questions for anyone who went? Does anyone want have last minute with want of election? Does anyone want to run last minute? I'm sorry. I'm really bad with grammar today. After all, I am an engineer. All right, hearing none, and moving on from this embarrassment, we'll move on to public relations. Both Brian and Hunter are running for this position. As public relations officer expands CPARC recognition on bulletin boards in the EE building and on the EE newsletters. They're also in charge of posting about events on our Facebook and our Instagram, and helping just general recruitment of students. They also write articles and post articles or blog posts for club events and interface with the media, as well as kind of taking pictures at local events and kind of making them available to club members and sending them out via different media forms. They're also responsible for coordinating fundraising events, and they also serve as the Engineering Student Council representative for the club, which means they need to attend the student council meetings and share information about our upcoming events with other ESC members and report back any updates from the council to officers during club meetings. Anyone have any questions or need any clarification on this? Cool. Hunter, Ryan, I don't know, either one, go ahead.
Hello, again. I'm Hunter. I'm running for Public Relations Officer. Wouldn't say I'm too qualified for this position, if I'm being honest. Did it in high school, March Madness, my major, but about it. In terms of recruitment, I know that there is a lot of interest out there. I guess incoming students, but like current first years, I've talked to a lot of people around my dorm. I think it would just take a little bit of effort on my end to get people to meetings. Plan on doing that if I'm elected. In terms of for going to the ESC meetings, that's obviously in the job description. Plan on doing that. And seeing as how I'm pretty involved in the club, I think I'm okay to say that. I have a good understanding of a lot of the old I have a good understanding of a good portion of the projects that we do. So if there are questions from the engineering student council, I can answer those. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter. You're fired.
Okay, good. I want to get fired anyway.
Okay.
My name's Ryan, and I want to run for public relations manager, so I can send out emails and posts describing what we do, trying to get more people involved in the club. I think it's a really valuable club, and more students should know about it. And I think if more people knew what we did, the projects we work on, all the events we have, that we would grow the club, grow the membership, and be more successful.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions for Hunter or Ryan? Or anyone want to run last minute? All right, then we'll move on to our final position for the evening, which is the CPARC EBAP bar manager. And this position is going to be staffed by Zach. Calm down, sailor. The EBAB stands for Educational Beverages and Foodstuff for Benefiting Amateur Radio. And essentially, it's just keeping the shack fridge stacked up with drinks or popsicles on hot days, as well as organizing pizza for general club meetings, or like if we're doing barbecues, organizing foods for like barbecues for club events with the events coordinator. So yeah, Zach, take it away. Without dying, please.
I'm Zach. That's what you heard. I've been in CPARC for 3 years now, and I was EBAP not this year, but last year. To talk about how that was virtual. But and then I've been a consultant with Jack EBAP this year. So if you like what we've been doing this year, I'll keep it up.
Sweet, awesome. That's everyone. Is there anyone who wants to run for anything last minute or last minute change of ideas that you don't want to run for a position before I open up the election ballot. The ballot will be open from this meeting all the way until 7:30 tomorrow.
I'll be our diversity officer. I'll run and be our diversity officer.
Awesome. Then I shall.
Yeah, did you
I'll
add
do it.
Michael as diversity at television?
I'm gonna do that right now, but.
Wait, 7:30 or 19?
What?
Wait, yeah, wait.
Wait a second.
Oh, 7:30 or?
Oh, okay.
Spell that correctly, Helen? Thank God. Would have been embarrassing otherwise.
MACCOL.
OL?
OLA.
Like that?
If you're watching this at home, if any of you have any questions,
All right.
feel free to get on our Discord and let us know. We'll also make sure to post it there. If you have any issues with Cal Poly Now, if you're not added as a member, as somebody who did with a vote, which I think we did. Member on the page, let us know, you can email calpolymedia@gmail.com or get on the Discord or do whatever you need to do.
Just to let everyone know, if you go on the Cal Poly Now website and you go look up, essentially that link right there, I'll write it on the board as well. It's right on the home page of the website. You scroll down, 2022-2023 CPARC officer elections. And it is open until tomorrow at 7:30.
Thanks for watching.